a final preseason game coming up this Friday against another NWSL opponent. What are you guys looking to take away from that one?
I mean, it's our final test before the season, so I think it'll kind of be a dress rehearsal for us, and we just want to come out strong as if it's our first game of the season almost. And obviously we're looking for a win, but we're also looking to kind of see some good soccer. We want to be locked down on defense. Obviously a shutout's the goal, and score some goals. So
overall, just 2 weeks now before Portland, what is the focus leading in these 2 weeks to make sure you're prepared for the 26th?
I think just the final touches for us. We've had a great preseason. We've put in a lot of work, and now in the final 2 weeks, it's just the final touches, the details, kind of fine-tuning our chemistry on the field, but really just building that excitement towards our first game.
Just kind of looking back at overall preseason for you specifically, what has been the kind of focus for you now that you're going into your second year?
Yeah, I think the focus for me is still just to keep learning. I don't think it'll ever stop. I, have played in quite a few different positions in my career, and also so far this preseason. So I think for me, it's just continuing to learn and grow as a player.
Seb has kind of preached that positionless football from a lot of the players. Obviously, there's set positions that you've played before: left back, center back, wing.
Yeah.
Where do you feel the most comfortable, kind of in the defense, midfield, or up in front?
Honestly, I love being on the left side. I think I'm really strong on the left side anywhere, whether it be left back or left forward. But honestly, I really pride myself on being a versatile player, and my career has shown that that's been good in my favor. So I think on the left side would be my most comfortable position, but I can play anywhere.
It's kind of anywhere on that left side is where you're most comfortable.
Yeah.
With that versatility and that kind of just playing wherever needed, how do you build that chemistry with other players? Because obviously you're changing from different positions and playing with different people, playing in different kind of styles. How do you kind of build that chemistry with other players?
Yeah, it's certainly difficult to build chemistry when you're moving around the field a lot. I think so much of it is in the on-field communication and off-field, after a drill or after a bout of 11v11, like just talking it out with the players and finding out kind of everyone's tendencies. But I think we pick it up quicker than most, and it's been pretty seamless so far.
I guess for you being now in your second year and building that chemistry for the first years now that are coming in that were in your role that you were in last year, how have you kind of shown them the ropes and kind of given them any tips or tricks to kind of make that seamless transition and kind of get a stronger foot into the new season?
Yeah, I think it's just kind of like a day-to-day thing, helping the rookies make that transition. I mean, it was just me a year ago. I don't feel that far removed from it, so it's pretty easy for me to put myself in their shoes. And again, it's mostly day-to-day, training to training. What are the little ways I can help them, the little tips on the field, and also just encouragement. I think making that transition is difficult, and it's a mentality for the most part. All of them are good enough to be here and to make an impact, so it's really just encouraging them and keeping them going.
Is there any one piece of advice that you would give them as something that you learned from your first year that you're like, oh man, this is something you really need to know?
I think the biggest piece for the rookies is just to believe in yourself. You're here for a reason. You were brought here for a reason, and you're good enough, and you can compete and make a really big impact and be your unique player. You don't have to try to be some other player that you see or on your team. Be yourself, and you're good enough to be here.
How much has Seb and the coaching staff helped with that belief, especially with players, and just helping them kind of have that self-confidence heading into games?
Yeah, Seb and the coaching staff have been tremendous with our belief. I mean, it started last season, and it's just been reinforced this season. It's the culture they've built, not just to believe in ourselves, but that they believe in us. And having that belief from your coaching staff, I think changes the game for us.
And I guess speaking of that belief, you got a new 2-year contract. How much does that kind of help in terms of that commitment from the coaching staff and the team saying we want you here for the long term?
Yeah, I mean, it means everything to me. I wanted to be here, I want to be here for a long time, but to have that reinforcement from them that they also want me here and that they value me is it means everything to me, and just gives me all the more reason to give my all every day.